Want to welcome everyone here today. What a great day to be here in Holly Heights and be in Miguez Park in front of this inclusive park that has been set up here. I want to, of course, thank two people, and I'll go more into this later on. Arita and Brad Bohannon and their family for doing what they've done. Like I said, I'll go into that more in just a minute. But I do want to recognize some of the elected officials and other people that are up here with us, including Brad and Arita with their family. We have Councilwoman at Large Christy McKinney. We have our District 1 Councilman Greg Carroll. We have our District 2 Councilman Mike Segura. We have with us from Visit Kenner KBA President Ms. Carolyn Barrett, whoever she is, who has a very busy day today because later on this evening, is the crew of ISIS back in the city of Kenner. So thank you, Carolyn, for doing that. And we have in the audience a former councilman of the city of Kenner, Nick Baroni. Thank you for being here. So like I said, I was going to come back to Brad and Rita because this is a big deal and a big day for the city of Kenner. And it's a big day for Rita and Brad and their family. But what they have done here and how they have changed this park is something that I, as the mayor, and also the council that's up here and the council that's not here, are very appreciative of. To go and do these types of things and make this investment in the city of Kenner is huge. And we wish that we could do more of these things because private-public partnerships are very, very important, and this is what they have stepped up to do. Their godson, Anthony, was born in the spectrum, and they have worked tirelessly to raise more than $600,000 to put this park here in Miguez Park. This playground that you see behind me, and you see all the donors also on the sign, you see the brand new sign that they put for what they call this part of Miguez Park. This playground is just one of the few inclusive playgrounds in the entire country. It is open to anyone, but it has features specifically designed to allow all children, regardless of their abilities, to play together. And as you see, and if you haven't used it, you haven't walked on it, you can see how it's so easily accessible. I am very proud to make this possible along with them, along with the members of the city council, and all 7 of them made this possible along with Brad and Arita. The city of Kenner made this possible along with Brad and Arita to make this possible here. This is a wonderful playground in our city. It is something that will be here forever. As you see, it's gated off and it's fenced to keep it secured, and that is something we want to make sure because the investment here in the city of Kenner by this family is huge. I want to again thank Brad and Arita and everybody for making this dream a reality here in the city of Kenner. As your friend, not just as the mayor, I appreciate this. Brad and Arita and I have been friends for a very long time. They have done a lot more than just this, but this is a huge endeavor that they have done. So again, as your friend, not as the mayor of the city of Kenner, I appreciate what you've done. I'm sorry my back is to you, but I do appreciate that. And we see your friends and your family here that are appreciative of that in the constituents and the residents of the city of Kenner. Before I bring Arita up, because this is Arita's day, not mine, Arita and Brad, I think Arita's probably the one that's going to speak, not Brad. But before I bring the Bohannons up and Arita takes over, I do want to allow the city council to say a few words because they have been just as equally involved to help this a reality as this administration. So I guess we'll start in order because it's at large, District 1 and District 2 here. So you know who you are. Christy, Greg, and Mike, please come up and say a few words, and then we're going to give it back to Arita. So this will be the last time I have the mic. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know everyone wants to see what it is, so I just want to say thank you, the Bohannons, for this idea and bringing this to the city of Kenner. I have my nephew is actually blind, so this is something that we're really excited as our family is also to be able to experience, an inclusive park. So thank you. I think it's, as the mayor said, it's really important to have community involvement, the combination of private and public partnerships, because I think, honestly, the only reason that we're successful as a city and as elected officials is how well we work with the community and how well we work together. So things like this are important and integral to our success. thank you for taking the charge and taking the lead, and hopefully others, as the mayor said, will also, work together and do the same. So we're all in it together, and we're all trying to do the best thing that's for the city. So thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank everyone for coming out today. Particularly thank everyone, the taxpayers in the city of Kenner, for making the city of Kenner Recreation Department, somewhere where I cut my teeth at Buddy Lawson Playground, one of the most important things in the city of Kenner. Obviously, infrastructure and everything else is great, but there's nothing that compares with the relationship that children have with their coaches, with their parents here on the playground. So when I was a kid, we had all the playgrounds, but we never addressed the situation that the Bohannons has done with this type of special park to support all the children. And I think going forward with the city of Kenner, we should look forward to doing this in other areas. Maybe District 1, I don't know, but that'd be a good place to start. I'm kind of holding Brad to that. But I think this would be something great for the whole city of Kenner. And without your support, you may not be up here today saying anything, but obviously you have played a large part in the Kenner Recreation Department for many, many years. And we look forward for your continued support for the children of Kenner, the greater New Orleans area, and Jefferson Parish. Again, thank the Bohammons, thank their entire family, thank all of you, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, I also want to be right on top of thanking Rita and Brad. This was a fabulous idea that they came up with, and when they floated it around, it was a no-brainer. We all had to participate in doing it. Obviously, you can see from the board of all of the contributors, both corporate and personal, a lot of people have the same concept that this is just a great idea to have in our city to service a selection of our residents that needed this. We have parks and recreation, as Greg said, around, but this is a exclusive area for the exclusive people that needed this help. So we're very thankful to have this with their help in our city to offer that and show the community that we do want to be inclusive of everyone and give everyone an opportunity to come out and participate. So with that, again, Brad, Rita, I know y'all put a lot of time, effort. I do want to thank y'all because y'all did a fabulous job. It looks beautiful. And again, hope everyone enjoys it. Appreciate it.
All right, I have a very long list of thank yous, but before I get started, there's a couple important people that you need to meet. First, this is Anthony. Him and his brother, Peter, who's, it's his birthday today. Oh, he's way back there.
With a dog.
But before we get started, I wanted to introduce a couple people. First is the Miguez family, and someone from their family is going to come up and speak and introduce you to their father's park.
On behalf of the Miguez family, we all like to thank Brad and Arita for this and all the sponsors for this. We're about 7 months shy from this park being named Miguez Park for 40 years. So now today we start a new tradition with Anthony's Missing Pieces. And just, we can't thank them enough. I know my father and my mother, who we were basically raised on this park right here, are looking down from heaven, happy as can be. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Brad. This is amazing. Very amazing. It's been a long time waiting for this playground to have something this nice. And we just can't, as a Miguez family, thank you enough. And right over here behind my brother Dudley, right here, my sister Sharon, and on behalf of my oldest brother Tommy, who wasn't able to make it. I mean, we can't thank him enough. And there's a picture of our father that's about probably 40 years old right there. Thank you from the Miguez family.
So Unlimited Play is a 501c3 that is the brainchild, and we fell in love with this company. We worked on a project with them in Missouri, and we wanted to bring that to Louisiana, and we started a mission to do it, and all of you here helped us do it. But Unlimited Play is the brainchild of Natalie McKay, who flew in for today's opening. So I'd like to have Natalie come up and say a few words about her amazing company.
So like Rita said, we met in Missouri for a playground that they helped us build there. I started Unlimited Play, which is a nonprofit inspired because of my son, who was born with a severe disability that put him in a wheelchair and took almost absolutely everything from him that most of us do so easily. I wanted to give back his chance to play on a playground and just be a kid. And I'm here today to say thank you. Thank you for families just like mine that are in your community. And today you're saying we see you, we care about you, and we want you included in our community. It matters so much. So thank you. Thank you to Arita and Brad and to all of you that are standing here for a city that believes that everybody should have the right to play and we should all be included in this community. I'm honored to be here and so excited we get to open this project today. I also want to thank our partner here, Han Enterprises. So everything you see was locally created with working with Han. So thank you so much. I'll see you on the playground in a few minutes.
All right. On behalf of my family, we have quite a few thank yous, so just bear with me. First, I'd like to start with my actual family. The Morgans, the Johnsons, the Myers, the Lips, Dave Frossard, David Alday, who generously gifted us in his will the $200,000 that we needed to start the project. Amazing, generous man who didn't really want a lot of notoriety. In fact, he only asked that his initials be put on the sign, not his real name. So that's the kind of man he was. We'd like to thank the Skinner sisters, and of course the Fugarinos, Anthony's family, Anthony's parents, and his brother that are here. We have some really good, dear, close new friends. Natalie McKay, who you just heard from, and Tanya Hahn of Hahn Enterprises. Hahn Enterprises builds a lot of the parks in Kenner, but when I tell you that Tanya Hahn is a hands-on, she was here, she was fighting with the fence company, she was fighting over concrete, there was not a detail missed that she was not going to let us make sure that this park had. And she was amazing to work with. And she'll text you at 8 o'clock at night and respond to you if you have a question. That's just the kind of person she is. And she's been amazing to work with. I think her national sales manager may be here, and I'm not just saying all that because she's here. It's actually really true. She's been amazing. We have several elected officials that I just want to personally thank. Billy Nungesser came in at the last minute with the last $10,000 that we needed to put us over the top. So go Billy, we appreciate you. Ben Zahn, of course, and his administration did everything they could to make sure that we were able to build and stay on our schedule and to get it accomplished and help us knock it out of the park. I want to personally thank Christy McKinney, Tom Wilmot, Gregory Carroll, and of course, George Brannigan. This is his district, but he's a close personal friend. He's just a champion for all parks, but he was definitely a champion for our park, and Joe Stagney as well. His son's on a big basketball tournament. He plays for Loyola, so he's not here. They're not here today. Those particular council people wrote personal checks, not campaign account checks. They wrote personal checks and said, "I believe in you. I believe in our city, and I believe in this project." And so for them, I am very, very grateful. I'd like to thank the Miguez family. I want to thank them for sharing in our excitement and putting this playground in the park named after a man that they clearly adored. You can see it. They're here in support of their dad's park, and it's a beautiful thing. I hope it remains something that they stay proud of. I'd like to thank Terry and actually all the Miguez for making sure that this park had sodding. I mean, they were here working to the last minute to make sure it was as nice as it possibly could be today. So we're excited. Thank them so much. If your name is on this wall, you could have donated $5, you could have donated $5,000. At some point, Brad and I realized that we don't have to have limits, and this is an unlimited park, and if you gave $5 and that's all that you had, that's what you gave. And so your name's on that wall, and that $5 helped us get here today. So, very appreciative. Thanks, buddy. But today is not really about the names on the wall. It's not about the elected officials. It's not about us. It's really about
the playground, and it's about the kids, and it's about Anthony. Sometimes you don't have to be bullied on a playground to not have a fun playground. The whole experience can be overwhelming. And so we needed a place that was not overwhelming. And Anthony was definitely our muse to make that happen. But we share in Natalie's vision that you can read up on the sign. It's here for every kid that walks through it and every adult that comes with them. This is a place for typical people, for atypical people, people on the spectrum, people off the spectrum, people old, people young, joggers, wheelchair users, those wanting to exercise and those just wanting to sit and rest. This is a place where there are no limits and where everyone can be included. So we join with the Miguez family and Anthony in welcoming you to the first inclusion park in the state of Louisiana, a place where Natalie would say limitations are forgotten and differences are celebrated. Bryce, he's going to do the official welcome.
Welcome to Anthony's Missing Pieces Playground at Miguez Park.
All right, let's play.
Can I say something?
Let's cut a ribbon first.
Say something really quick.
I thank you for coming to the park, and I'm very excited for you guys coming.
Oh.